Normally, when you have more than one chef in a kitchen at a time, you got a problem. This morning's guest is going to have 30 chefs in her kitchen all at one time. Who is she? You'll meet her coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Sheraton, Myrtle Beach Convention Center Hotel on the corner of 21st Avenue and Oak Street in Myrtle Beach. We're focused on the Myrtle Beach Area Hospitality Association's upcoming trio dinner to benefit hospitality education. And we're visiting with the committee chairman, the general manager of the Sheraton Myrtle Beach Convention Center Hotel, a long title, Suzanne Hinde. Good morning, right. Suzanne.
Good morning. Thank you
How
very
about
much.
it? Thanks for letting us into your house.
Well, we appreciate you coming to our house.
This is amazing. Right here on the second floor, and right in between Vidalia's and Coffee and Cream and the M Bar right behind us. Are they serving here at 7 a.m.?
Not quite at 7.
They're not, yeah. But Vidalia's and obviously Coffee and Cream are going strong.
They are.
Right.
This is where the entertainment and all the food is for the hotel.
It is an amazing setup here. This second floor is probably one of the hottest locations in the hotel. Not to take anything away from the lobby area,
Right.
but really the Vidalia's is wonderful.
It is. We are actually installing what we call the link this year, and ideally I would have liked it to be on the second floor because of the outlets already here.
Right.
But because I don't have the space, the link, which is like a cyber cafe, will now be located in our lobby area.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Yeah. Wow, the link, a cyber cafe.
It is. It's something Starwood has for an initiative for all the Sheraton properties, and basically it is. It has 7 computers where people can get on the internet. Access is free for them to get on, and it creates a very nice environment for them to sit down and do work or email home or whatever they may need to do so.
Great.
So we hope to have that completed by the end of June.
Tremendous. Okay, good. So as the summer season really rolls up.
And we'll be ready for it.
That is wonderful. We want to talk more about the hotel, obviously about the trio dinner, but real quick about yourself, Suzanne. Are you originally from the area?
I am from Winston-Salem. That's where I actually grew up.
A Tar Heel native, yeah.
I am. That's where I grew up most of my life. And went to Appalachian State.
Another good Tar Heel institution.
I feel like I'm pretty much a Carolina girl, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And when I graduated from Appalachian State, I then moved to Charlotte and started working for Interstate Hotels and Resorts.
Oh, good.
And that's actually the company that manages this particular property.
Is that right?
So I've been with them
the same company you've been with them
for 20 years.
Wow, get down. That's tremendous. Just in Charlotte and here in Myrtle Beach?
Oh, no. I have traveled. I have moved 10 times with my company.
10 times?
I actually started off in food and beverage, in room service, and worked my way through all different types of departments: housekeeping, sales, reservations, with a heavy concentration in reservation and sales, but moved 10 times all the way from Charlotte to out in California to Denver, to Pittsburgh, to Ohio. So,
boy, Suzanne.
I'm glad to be back in the Carolinas.
Yes. Do you still have family in Winston-Salem?
I do. My family is still there. And we do visit frequently. I have small kids, and it's important that they're close to Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah,
so Grandma and Grandpa are both there in Forsyth County. That's tremendous. Yeah.
They are.
Well, that is great to be able, and that's a pretty straight shot right up, 220. I mean, heading up past Ashburn, getting up there. So
it is
do they
very
come
easy.
Down often?
They do.
You live at the beach, remember? Yeah. Sure,
do.
your grandchildren, your children don't mind reminding them.
That's right.
We live at the beach. Y'all come see us.
Come here. But yes, we do. We go there and they come here, so it's perfect.
That's wonderful. How about those 10 locations? Any of them that really stick out, Suzanne, if you, of course, weren't here running the Sheraton Myrtle Beach Convention Center Hotel? Any of those properties that you were in that really tickled your fancy? Or
I really enjoyed living in all the different areas. It really gives you, a broad range or a scope. I like to find the positive in all the areas, and I truly did enjoy each of the different areas. I think they brought different things
a good answer,
to the area. I'd have to say that I'm probably the most happiest here in the Carolinas. I was in Raleigh prior to here. I really enjoyed Raleigh.
Good.
But, you know, I really enjoy Myrtle Beach as well and hope to be here a long time.
So the answer is Raleigh and Myrtle Beach of the 10 locations.
That's right.
Really, Myrtle Beach is the centerpiece. That's great. Good.
It is. But it's hard to go on vacation now with my kids because now they sit there and they don't want to go to a beach because they have that here now.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that at home, Mom.
That's exactly right. The beach is very close at hand. And, of course, recently the Heart Ball was held here. I actually spent the night here and looking out on the city from here.
I know.
And looking out of the ocean, you get such a great appreciation of Myrtle and of all the amazing properties up and down the coastline. Of course, being a convention center hotel, you're driven both by tourists as well as hopefully principally by convention goers. Yeah.
The group piece is definitely, you know, our bread and butter and what we focus on. And from a hotel's perspective, you're right. I mean, the guest rooms from a view, I think we have the best view even though we're not oceanfront because you do get the broad range of the Grand Strand. So we do have some of the best views.
It is amazing. I don't think anyone could. It's really an encouragement for folks to find charity events to come to. Maybe the trio dinner on Monday the 14th to be here. Are folks going to actually be? It's a Monday night, but are room opportunities available for folks to stay over?
Absolutely. If they'd like to stay, we would love to have them.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. But some of the charity events, surely there's oftentimes great rates. Great opportunities. The Heart Ball was a tremendous one. Thank you for making that rate available for folks to be here. But the trio dinner, real quick for folks who aren't aware of the trio dinner.
Okay.
Give them a little summary as to what they're going to see here on Monday, April 14th.
Okay. The trio dinner brings 10 to 12 local chefs, and we actually pair the chefs up with a college student from Horry Georgetown Tech, as well as a high school student that's involved in the ProStart program.
ProStart.
Okay. The Academy of Technology Academics program. And what they'll do is the chefs will work with those students in actually creating the menus that they'll serve for the event. They want them very involved. It's not only a fundraiser for the educational programs, but it's also a mentor type ship for those individuals participating in the program. So the chefs will work with them and create a menu, and then they will bring them in the day of the event and start prepping and really have them cook the event.
Wow.
And then serve the group in action stations here on Monday, April the 14th.
Right.
So it really serves dual purposes. So, you know, it's a great program and mentorship and letting these students know how important it is and the roles that they can play in the future.
Absolutely. You say action stations, meaning that folks who come to the dinner that night can go from station to station.
That's
each
correct.
Of the ones,
That's correct. Each of the restaurants that are participating will have their own station in which they'll serve food items.
Great. Wow. And you've got how many restaurants? You said 10?
We have 10 currently signed up.
Right. Good.
So, and you know, we expect good participation.
Sure. You may even get a couple more in the last 10 days here, right?
We can. We're sort of a last-minute industry.
Yeah. Listen up. Wow. If a viewer needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, is there a good phone number? Is it the 626-9668 number?
That is the number to call.
A good number to call to actually get a ticket or to find out more?
That's correct.
Okay.
Or they could do it on the website, which is www.triodinner.com.
Trio Dinner, T-R-I-O, dinner.com. That's great.
Right. That's
How exciting to have a website dedicated to this event itself. That's wonderful. Is the Trio Dinner been around a long time, or is this the first year?
This is actually our second year in doing the Trio Dinner. And the first one went very, very well. Great positive reviews.
Yeah.
My chef did participate in the first one.
You say my chef.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Is that your husband?
No.
Yeah. Oh, right.
No.
Yeah.
But my chef did participate in the first one, and he obviously participates in a lot of different events. And really enjoyed working with this one. He felt that it was rewarding on a personal level, you know, working with the two students and mentoring them, as well as raising money for the culinary industry, education industry.
I'd love to focus on the other 9 chefs, but to kick it off, your chef, meaning the Vidalia chef, the chef right here.
He is. He not only oversees the hotel's restaurant, but we also do catering food service on the banquet side.
Oh boy, so he is a busy camper.
He is a very busy man. So he had joined us about 2.5 years ago. He's been with Interstate now for, I want to say, 14 years.
Great. That's tremendous, much like yourself. What is it about Interstate that sets the stage to keep folks with them? I mean, it's probably rare that someone is with, or is it not, or is it not rare that folks are with the same company for as 20 years, 14 years? That's tremendous.
For Interstate, it's fairly common. They do a very good job in taking care of us and maintaining. So going up to our corporate office, you will not be surprised to hear people there 25, 30 years.
Is that right?
It is.
The company's about how old? About that old or a little older?
Yeah, it was formed, I believe, in the mid-1960s.
Right, tremendous. So 40-some-year-old company.
That's
right.
Wonderful. So has gone through a lot of changes, but it is a great company. So they really work on maintaining great personnel. So
yeah.
And
you highlighted that you've been in locations as far away as the West Coast, LA, San Luis Obispo.
Right.
So that means they've got more than just a handful of properties, Interstate.
Oh, yeah. We have about over 200 properties.
Is that right?
And they
all
are
either own or manage.
Sheraton, Radissons, Hiltons, Marriotts, Embassy Suites, with the largest chain probably being the Starwood chain, as well as the Marriotts. Probably the biggest. And Hilton is actually very big for us as well.
Is this your first general managership, Suzanne, or had you done that in some of those other locations over the years?
This is my third.
Your
so
third,
I started out as a general manager at the Embassy Suites in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, good.
And then from there transferred as the general manager at the Sheraton in downtown Raleigh.
How exciting,
And then
Suzanne.
when we took over the management agreement in September of 2005 is when I came here.
That is wonderful. Well, that's been a big deal for the city. And of course, do many cities have convention center hotels? Is that a common thing? I mean, because clearly it's a great thing for the city of Myrtle Beach to have this is what, a 404-room hotel, a tremendous location.
Right. Most cities do have a convention center hotel. I'm not sure that most cities own the hotel like
this setup.
This setup is done. But most hotels, it's very important when you're going after large conventions that their attendees and their exhibitors can stay in a facility that's very close and really being attached to the convention center. So it makes sure that they get a very captive audience and makes it easier for their exhibitors and their attendees. So it's very important.
I remember interviewing Tom Leith. We actually were filming up in the presidential suite as y'all were opening with your predecessor, and to be here with Tom and hearing him talk about how critical it is to be able to have, and it's not even thinking about tourists, but to be able to have and not necessarily the attention, the convention goers, but the folks that are working the booths to be able to go up to their hotel room, come right back down, and to be there at all times for the folks who are coming to the convention. They happily can stay all over, up and down the beach. It's thrilling that we've got tons of hotels, but the folks that actually work the convention need to be right here on site to be able to go up to their rooms and prep before coming back down.
And that's extremely important to planners, very important for planners.
Yeah, which is great. Okay, well, let's get back into the trio dinner. How about you've got a list there of some of the other contacts?
I do.
And the other chefs.
I do. I do want to recognize and thank those chefs that are participating for us. Obviously, we have Chef Mike with Vidalia's. The Hilton is also participating in the program. This is their second time participating. The Brentwood Restaurant and Bar in Little River is going to participate, so we're very pleased to have them on board. Grand Dunes Ocean Club.
Oh, yeah.
Aspen Grill is joining us, so we appreciate their sponsorship in this. Yumi Pacific Grill.
Yumi Pacific Grill, wonderful.
Greg Norman's.
Yes.
The Marina Inn at Grand Dunes. And then Vista Resort, their Just Off Main restaurant will be participating. And then Sidewheeler from Conway.